Happy Monday, everybody. It is time for another Launching Life's Journeys podcast, special campground series with MARVAC. That's right. So myself, Will Miller, and my co-host, Maris Brennan, have exciting updates as MARVAC is taking over the Upper Peninsula. Now, I am currently in my stuffy office, and my lovely co-host is at a beautiful lakeshore destination with Miss Colleen Hoholink from the Manistique Lakeshore Campground. So for those of you that have not enjoyed all there is to see in the great state of Michigan, you're going to love today's episode because they are talking about a place that is absolutely beautiful with tons of things to do. So Maris, Colleen, welcome to this week's episode of the Launching Life's Journeys podcast in partner with MARVAC. Our podcast is, of course, powered by Heartland RV. Maris, where the heck are you right now?
Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at behind me.
That is Lake Michigan, folks.
It is Lake Michigan. We are up in Manistique, and it is gorgeous up here this morning.
It is. I actually asked you ladies to move over because the sun was so bright. You guys were like spirit. I could just see your auras. So Colleen, we kind of talked a little bit offline. You are very humble, but you have built a beautiful campground where thousands of families can go so long as they book on time to make lifetime memories. Tell us a little bit about your campground.
Okay, so our campground is owned by the city of Manistique. They had a great vision when they came in here to build this campground, which opened in 2017.
Okay.
Every tree on the property was inventoried. They laid out the sites so wonderfully. There are 50 RV sites. They all include full hookup with water, sewer, electric, cable television, and Wi-Fi throughout.
Can I just say, we are sitting at one of the sites right now on Wi-Fi. We are at a picnic table on, what site is this?
35.
35. This is site 35. You can pull your trailer up here and you're right there.
Man.
All of the sites have a 60-foot long poured level cement pad, which makes it ideal for any of our RVers that come through with their nice rigs. I am very fortunate to have worked here and managed the campground for the last 3 summers. We have the most remarkable staff. They are so friendly, so caring, and our maintenance department is top notch. They clean the bathrooms 3 times a day. The bathrooms are immaculate. We have laundry on site. They keep everything so beautifully run. It's my privilege to work here.
That is awesome to hear. And obviously you guys have, not only, top-notch service, as you just said, the grounds are absolutely beautiful. You guys keep everything dialed in. What's really so remarkable too, for those of you that have not been to the Upper Peninsula, number one, it is completely different than the Mitten. Get to the Rabbit, it's different than the Mitten. The landscape, I think the love for nature and just the access to it, hence your location right on Lake Michigan. You can see the pier just off your shoulder, and there's so many things to do in the area. You've got Kitchitty Kippy, which is known as the Big Spring. There's golf courses. There's obviously with Lake Michigan, nothing can hurt you. There's no jellyfish, there's no crabs, there's no lobsters, there's no sharks. Kayak, paddleboard, there's bike rentals in the area, Pictured Rocks, so many things to do. I have questions in regard to booking to get there. Number one, I would expect just due to the demand, there probably aren't seasonal sites, are there?
No, we do not have seasonal sites. We have a 2-week maximum on the lakefront in order to allow people to be able to have the opportunity to book those. There's a 3-week limit anywhere else in the park, but campers are allowed to go from one site to another.
Awesome. And, I got to expect to, because Maris was telling me it's probably one of the most beautiful campground settings. How quickly do you guys book? I really want our listeners, they're starting to follow Maris. It's like, where's Waldo? Maris is going coast to coast, north, south, east to west throughout the great state. And I've been highlighting some pretty remarkable locations. Each is unique to their own, to where, I don't see any of the campgrounds really competing because they all have a different portfolio of value to provide families. But as people are now starting to follow Maris and identify these locations, we want to stress here in year one of our special series, because the biggest problem that we deal with when it comes to RV owners, I know there's other types of camping and glamping and yurts and all that, but specifically for folks that as soon as they buy an RV, whether it's ours or any other manufacturer that's out there, the biggest thing they didn't know, they wish they knew, was how much planning is involved in terms of their scheduling and things like that. So I want to just let people know right away. Again, this is the Manistique Lakeshore Campground, one of the most beautiful locations in all of the UP. How soon do you see things booking out? Like already, you guys already blacked out? And when should people really start thinking about getting online to schedule and book?
So we actually had some changes this past year in our reservation system.
Okay.
We opened up reservations near the first of the year, and things went really quickly. We had thousands of reservations within the first month.
Wow.
Within the first few hours, that was the case too. Now, that doesn't mean that we're totally booked out. For most of the summer, we have a night here and there that you can get. We do have cancellations, which go back into our reservation system right away. For the months of May, late September and October, we have plenty of sites available. So if you're a fall leaf peeper and want to come up and see the beautiful leaves that we have in autumn, that is another opportunity to book.
Okay. Okay, nice. Now, Maris, how long have you known, or has MARVAC had a relationship with the Manistique Lakeshore Campground, or just kind of talk about, since you've hit it off with your new best friend there? I called you guys Thelma and Louise, you and Colleen. Just, kind of what you experienced getting on site, talking with her a little bit. What has just been your, I know you're really excited, but just your overall feeling.
This is such a cool campground. It doesn't feel like a brand new campground, but it has a lot of really nice upgrades to it. Yeah. The cement pads, if you have ever traveled with a trailer, a cement pad is so nice. And there's so much room here for back ends and just space to be a family. You're not right on top of each other the way you would expect in a campground that has such valuable real estate. Yeah. It really is a gorgeous setting. And even in the back of the campground, you're backed up onto dunes. Yeah. And they're beautiful.
Yeah. Now, Colleen, I know that, obviously every family is a little bit different. Some families consist of little four-legged creatures known as dogs. And I know Maris isn't really a big dog person. Just kidding. So can you kind of talk about the opportunity, just so for the families that are listening that have little dogs, what do they get to experience? Is it pet friendly? Is it allowed there by the beaches? Can you kind of speak to that, just in case people like Maris want to make notes for that it meets the checklist of their loved ones that are four-legged friends?
Yeah, he didn't come today, but maybe later.
So our campground is very pet friendly. We love our pets. We just ask that they be always on a leash, and that you clean up after the pets. I have dog biscuits in a water bowl right near the office because, of course, I want to visit all of our four-legged friends. We've actually had pigs, rabbits, cats, parrots, and other animals visit the campground as well, and ferrets, which has all been exciting. So the dogs are allowed as long as they're on a leash. On the lakefront, we don't have like dog beaches. All the beaches allow you to have your dog on them. So as long as you're cleaning up after them, taking good care of them, we love our friends here.
So, Maris, would your pup love dipping into the cold water of Lake Michigan?
Yes, he would. Right now, he's so little, he couldn't get over the rocks that are kind of keeping the sites safe. But once he could, he would be all about it.
Yeah, it is absolutely beautiful, guys, your backdrop. I mean, I'm just, again, that's why I'm so excited to be a part of this journey with MARVAC, because of, like I said, if if families are looking for a great location, I'm telling you, you need to get online or call 906-286-1696. Like now, tell them Willie and Maris sent you. You guys need to get booked and scheduled. Is there some exciting events, Colleen, that you try to just let people know? I mean, like I said, on the website, there's all these great family, excursions to go on. As I mentioned, you got golf courses, pictured rocks. Do you just, being a local resident, if you hear of like, outdoor concert series, or do you get a lot of people that will come to you and say, hey, where's a good place to go eat? Can you kind of speak to maybe just some of the off the beaten path places that some of your guests have really come to enjoy?
Okay, absolutely. So we love that we're centrally located right within the Upper Peninsula. So as you know, we are close to Fayette State Park. The Pictured Rocks is an hour away. We have the Big Springs, which is close by. Tahquamenon Falls, an hour away. But
Oh,
here
wow.
locally in Manistique, we're so excited because we have a lot to offer just around the area. For example, we have a new brewery that just opened within walking distance right down our street next to
Oh,
a
my
sandwich.
lands.
I know, right?
Tell me that
Dogs
didn't
and
get
beer, I am in heaven right now.
tell me that didn't get fast tracked through the city council meeting.
my
Yay!
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. And the food is phenomenal. The beer is outstanding. Opened by 4 local boys that moved away with other jobs and wanted to give back to the community. So that's fantastic. Downtown, we have several amazing restaurants and bar atmosphere. Including a new Indian restaurant that just opened up, which
Wow.
is very new to our area. We have the Lake Effects Art Gallery that has a beautiful mural on the outside of the building, and where local artists can sell their work as well. As far as activities, we have Pioneer Days. Folk Fest is by far our biggest draw to the area, where the streets are blocked off, music, food, crafts, fun all day for a few days. When we have fireworks, this year it will actually be the Folk Fest weekend. And believe it or not, the fireworks are set off from the pavilion right behind me. So all of my campers are just blessed with a beautiful view of the fireworks.
Front row
right
seating, folks.
So
that is absolutely awesome. And I know, like I said, you guys do have a website. So if people want to find out more information about this beautiful place where I'm jealous that Maris gets to be at right now, are you guys on social media? Can you kind of just give those plugs so our listeners know where to go?
We are not on social media as far as the campground goes, but you can certainly visit a lot of our Manistique like web pages that have information from the Tourism Council and such.
Okay, very nice. So your website again is?
Manistique Lakeshore Campground.org.
Okay, and Colleen has been there for 3 years, and by the smile on her face that I see today with my lovely co-host Maris, I don't see her wanting to do anything else different. So it's nice to know too that you have taken root and you really immerse yourself into what you guys are doing, and I think that your leadership is a testament to the Manistique Lakeshore Campground, and they're lucky to have you. I think that you've done a great job, and like I said, to hear all the exciting stories that I've heard and the thousands of families that go there and they make it truly a destination spot in their travels each year. Kudos to you and your team. And like I said, I'm probably not going to talk to Maris the rest of the week, as I have to be in the office and she gets to sit there on the shoreline of beautiful Lake Michigan and enjoy a day in the sunshine. Huh?
Somebody has to do the desk work. Somebody has to do the color work. We drew straws.
There you go. Well, folks, like I said, I invite you get to the website Manistique Lakeshore Campground. They are at 320 Traders Point in Manistique, Michigan. Phone number 906-286-1696. I can assure you one thing. You book to be there, you will not be disappointed. You will have a one-of-a-kind Upper Peninsula experience. And on behalf of MARVAC and Heartland RV, Colleen, want to thank you so much for taking some time to be on the Launching Life's Journeys podcast. We wish you a fantastic camping season. It is now open. And again, look for those blackout dates, canceled bookings, because that's probably going to be the only way you are getting up to that beautiful destination. Thank you so much, Colleen.
Thank you so much.
I'm going down to the beach, Will.
Ah, you turkey. I'm Will Miller, and I want to thank you for tuning in to the Launching Life's Journeys podcast, brought to you by Heartland RVs. Stay tuned for our next destination.